I am streaming here. Oh, you play Dust and Moses too? Oh, okay. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another little stream with Mr. Hazed.
Yo.
Oh. Welcome back. Welcome. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. If you're new here, what we do on these streams, we go over price action that we saw happening during the day. We go over what we outlined in the morning, how it played out. And then, yeah, we look at NQ, we look at some cryptos, we speculate on what can possibly happen, where we see market going, some important levels, and that's about it. So let's take a gander here. So this was today, a little bit of a choppy price action. We had a nice little top liquidity or top fair value gap right there that we outlined inside our Discord. We said, all right, well, if we can get through this 22,117.25 to 22,160, then we can possibly see a nice little rejection. I don't think we outlined that. This was good. This is a banger, dude. Dang. Yeah, so we said this is the liquidity to watch for. This gray box up above. We rejected it right here. Then we kind of started to come up into it. Came up into it, could not hold it, rejected back down. Now on our lower time frames, what we were looking at, given that London has taken both sides of Asia session, so we have, why is it like this? Why do I have this little weird bar thing?
What is that? It's an indicator, I think. One of your indicators, maybe.
Yeah, what the heck is this? How did that happen? There we go. There we go. God, that was fucking bugging me out, dude.
Ugly.
Tism notices, bro. Tism fucking notices. What up, World? World is the most consistent mans. Thank you for always being in here, brother. Appreciate you for showing up, showing out. In here. Maybe we'll give World a little access, huh?
I think so. I was already thinking so before.
Yeah. World, we'll
It's en route.
yeah, we'll DM you, brother. Appreciate you for showing up, for always being in here. So look out for that little link. We'll send you one. So, thank you. Sorry, gotta take a sip of my tea. All right. So right, like we said, London session. Before this indicator shit threw me off. London session took both sides of the Asia session. So we swept the top, we swept the bottom. We saw a nice little green light pop off over here on our indicator. This didn't necessarily reach where we wanted to, like 1618. I mean, I'm sure if we like dropped it down a little bit, we could adjust to like 2618, which was like okay, but we're not gonna adjust that or anything. We'll just get rid of it. We did reach into -1, which lined up pretty well right there with this top line liquidity. But at the end of the day, we had this seek and destroy model going on. So we drew out two lines, basically a megaphone, a expansion range, whatever you want to fucking call it. But seek and destroy is what it is called in ICT terms. So it's once if London sweeps both sides of Asia, then you typically see a similar move in during New York session. So New York will typically sweep the top of London and then sweep the bottom, or vice versa, right? You can sweep the bottom and then come back to sweep the top. So during this session, what we had right here, we had this nice little pump up in the morning initially, right? Take out this liquidity. So we drew out this range right there, rejected this previous week high. It's obviously going to be different on our higher time frame. Where was this? That wasn't until trying to look on the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, we almost had that little outside hour actually. So swept the top. Actually, yeah, this was outside hour. So we swept the top of this hourly. Then our 8 a.m. hour bottom was right here. Or we swept the bottom, came back to the top, came back to the bottom, into the OTE of this range right here, right? So we got this range right there. Came into OTE, bounced on the 705. We got the green light, took some longs to the upside, swept the London liquidity, kept on rejecting this, right? It's not perfect, but the idea, the thought is that, okay, we got our S&D level, right? We swept the top, could not displace above them. Here, I'll even get rid of all the indicators just so you can see a little bit more clearly. Swept that, kept just kind of having that little almost 3 drives pattern to the top, and then rejected and ended up selling down. We could not displace above this London high, right? We had no significant displacement through it. We traded to it, but not through it. So that's what pushed us back to the downside. And obviously, we saw those London lows once again, revisited those. That was pretty much the play. Those were the 2 plays on the day. Now going into tomorrow, we got FOMC. So probably, so tomorrow we got FOMC, but tonight, Iran might do some fucked up shit, and that can possibly cause the markets to flush down. Let's just say they can nuke the markets. That's all we're gonna say here. If they really wanted to make it nasty, to make it ugly, it's a possibility, right? So kind of a hands-off environment in my opinion. Yeah, the big day, literally. A big day tomorrow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They said tonight, but it's already past night over there, so I don't know. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, hold up.
Do they mean like tomorrow night?
Yeah, what?
I'm confused.
Follow super text. Security warning. Television currently in the area marked in the attached map. Leave the area immediately. Based on a right to legitimate self-defense, this area, special military facilities hidden among residential neighborhood, will be targeted in the coming hours. That was an hour ago. What's
I'm
there?
just kidding.
What'd you say?
Sounds like a bluff.
Yeah, literally. That's yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting. I must give a strong response to the Zionists. Where is it? What are you guys doing? What's going on? Come on now. Oh, what up, Crack? Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. What's happening? What's happening in your world, sir? Let me actually take a look. Yeah, right here. Actually, while Crack is in here, we can also look. So we have his indicator up, right? We hit the bottom of this. It's a liquidity indicator. Just shows you basically strong buying pressure, strong selling pressure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But right here, right, we saw strong buying pressure. Saw this volume increase right there at the bottom. This was on the 5 and the 15. I'm using the VIX Fix indicator as well. So let's take a look at this area. Yeah. Yep, go to in more. Yes, sir. Good stuff. But yeah, right there, our VIX Fix lit up. We saw a nice volume come in over here for that buy side on that 15-minute candle. So it gave us a solid push to the upside. Over here, I mean, you might notice, right? We don't necessarily have any indicator that's telling us to really short, except if we look over here, we see a lot of selling pressure coming from the crack indicator. If you have the volume chart pulled up, I'm sure you can even compare, contrast over here. Let's let me see if I got volume on this one. I don't think I got rid of my volume indicator. I did. I got rid of volume. Whatever. Just because we have crack indicator. So right there, saw some selling pressure come in on this candle, and look what followed. A nice little trickle down right to where we wanted to. Revisited some levels, and that was beautiful. So if you guys are interested in this, make sure you go check out Crack. He's in the chat right now. Click on his name. Go check him out. Phenomenal indicator. Best $15 you'll ever spend. I mean, even if you took a micro over here on this over here, this gave you 800 points or 800 tickles. So that's what, $400 pretty much. There you go. You paid back for your indicator and much, much more. So make sure to go check that guy out. He's a phenomenal guy. Love him, appreciate him. He's in our Discord as well. Just popping in there.
He's my quant.
He's he's the quant. If you guys are interested, if you guys trade volume, I would suggest, or if you're not trading volume, I would suggest checking it out. Either way, phenomenal guy. This little indicator is coded by Mr. Hazed. That's for member exclusive. He posted a little 200 EMA that we are using on our cryptos. So as you can see, Bitcoin is catching a nice little bit over here, actually. Around this 200, around this monthly. It's holding that monthly pretty well. But
to pop this 200 so hard. It held that hourly FVG.
I'm just so not convinced in anything right now that I'm like, just hands off on.
Luckily got long on the bottom.
Nice. Oh, on Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Over here.
So I'm just chilling in it. If I'm wrong, it's a $40 loss, and it's a decent position size. So I just want to see if they can rip through this. Because, like, go on the hourly ones on Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm.
If you draw, go to the line tool, like the horizontal ray. Yeah. Okay, so click on the very top. Or do it on the way top. Top to that second high. Or I don't even know where I had it on mine. Never mind.
Probably like, but the breakout of this trend line.
Yep.
Right, is what we were looking at. Yeah. I'm liking that on Bitcoin.
Need to flip this 200 EMA back green.
Yeah. 4 hours still looking good. What did Craig say? The good thing about the volume labels is that they are cumulative, so where pivots are being detected, I'll use the entire look back period to populate it. I love that. Hell yeah. So you're not just getting at the moment volume, you're getting everything before that, right? If I'm understanding correctly. Yes, sir. Of course. Show us value. It's all about value, right? You bring us value, bring you value. It's a handshake emoji right there. So appreciate you. I know. You've tried it on crypto too, right?
Me?
Yeah. Crack indies.
I like it on the hourly.
Hell yeah. I don't know. A lot of these names are like got the light going on right now. Jupe has been just fucking lighten up, dude. And the time before that we did that, actually, it was during right there. This was a little bit more. I'm liking that we're at the 705. 786 seems possible on Jupe. Right here on FET, I am possibly looking for a little downside. Maybe just a little bit more just into here, into that little previous monthly sweep. And that would be pretty decent. But if you saw the post this morning, we're saying, bears, whatever, gay, fucking, if you're a bull, you're straight. But if we're looking at this from a standpoint of just like looking at market structure and how we're selling, we've basically seen the same move, right? Retrace up, reject the fair value gap, big move down. Retrace up, reject the fair value gap, big move down. Retrace up, reject the big fair value gap, which it's not this one. I'll hide that. I'll show you guys this one right here. Retrace right there, reject the 50% of it, come back down right there. So until we flip something, I think it's gonna keep on doing its little selling thing until we see a manipulation leg that gives us a projection to the top. Right, we are coming in a little bit into this projection over here. Well, we're still a little bit far from it, but that's why I'm saying maybe retest right here, and that gives us a solid continuation to the upside. So let's see what they want to do, see how they want to play it out. Right there, that is, where's the 50? Maybe 50 right there. 3814 wouldn't be too bad. in my opinion, for Jupe. I think same thing on FET, pretty similar. They can still dig a little deeper on this one. 618 is not till there, 705 not till there. So
Can you pull up ICP
mm-hmm.
when you're done? On the hourly.
Let's check this out. ICP on the hour. See, like this kind of thing. This is a solid manipulation, like right there. I would take that, and then standard deviation -3.5 lines up pretty decent. -4 lines up pretty decently.
Yeah, I like that.
So CISD on that too. So it's like I can try. I can risk a little bit on it, but I'm like, dude, going into Asia, you know.
Break the cycle.
Yeah, which once again we saw decreasing volume on these sell candles. I'm still holding my what are they? My soul longs. So
I will say if ETH can pop this monthly open here, like it did deviate below the 200, and every time it does that, it gets a decent little push. So like if we can get an hourly pop through this monthly open,
yeah,
maybe run back to previous day high.
That would not be bad. And the hourly is above the 200. We just need above that monthly here. Held those fair value gaps, so it's still looking decent, right? Not the end of the world. Unless okay. I take my fucking word back. There is one thing that can make it the end of the world. Can make it possible.
Nothing ever happens, mate.
Yeah, exactly. But it's. Are they gonna? Oh, go ahead.
That SEI pump today was the nastiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, dude. When you sent me that, I was like, "Oh, that's gross." What was that?
It only did it on Coinbase.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know why.
SEI. That's insane. Cleared up some liquidity. And this is why you shouldn't be trading on Coinbase, guys. Make sure you use the link in our descriptions, or code Hazed or code Eddie, in order to get yourself set up with Blowfin. I don't see any ghost wicks on Blowfin. I'll tell you that. I haven't seen any.
On another good one. CRV.
You kept talking about that one too, yeah.
Hourly. We swept that low.
Dookie Coinbase. For real. Loving blown guys. Faux crack. Chill, bro. Oh, it's too good.
Yeah, mark that bottom sweep and then flip to the hourly.
The bottom sweep. So swept this right here. I'm screenshotting that, keeping that as blackmail. 12-hour looks good. 12-hour looks good on CRV. Show you what Crack said. Ooh, those chart colors, dude. That's like ICT, but a little better. I like that. Ooh, that's sexy. Hey, so what other indicators do you have, Crack? Or do you want me to post this?
One hourly one. Really quick.
I like that. See, like, this fucking grind down is like the most fucking...
That can go previous day high real quick.
Shit ever, yeah. If I did take anything, maybe SEI and put a stop like below right there. Just because 4-hour looks...
CRV?
Yeah, CRV. Sorry. Oh my god.
It is like daily range 618 too, is what it swept into. Like that big range.
That hole, this right there. Oh yeah, and it's holding it too. I like that. Swept this liquidity and we don't have any displacement below it. So it's like, man. Okay, let me write it down.
Or did it retrace the wick?
Yeah, like we said, if you in June, if you long the wick, you get fucking punched in the dick. So let me write some of these down. CRV, just because I have a tendency of getting into too many fucking names, and then getting fucking clapped. So I'm gonna write them down, pick the best 3, and maybe that's what I will long.
Oh.
Huh?
I was just laughing again.
What? Sort of longing into China.
Take too many lanes, get clapped.
Yep. Yep. That's how it goes. I mean, that's I'm blessed to recognize that that's what I'm doing. So I'm like, okay. Now let's try this system of like, all right, I have I'll write down the best whatever, right? 3 that we see, or like the ones that stand out, and then we'll go from there. I think Phyllis, Miss Phil used can do one more sweep right there below that liquidity and then take it up from there. Oh, that would almost be decent. IMX, Anchor, ENS, Data Link, FET. FET, I almost just want to like short it, but I'm not like
I remember that's one thing Abby taught me. It's like when you're waiting for the long OTE, he got so sick of like always waiting and like trying to catch the low time frame longs out of it that he just ended up flipping short and shorting down to OTE instead.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, okay, well if I want it to come down over here, why wouldn't I just take a short down to there?
Yep.
It's like, yeah, I am
The
risking.
biggest stick candle of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's where I'm like, with how they've been like fucking crypto around, like flip it on its tummy, tick a little bit, then fucking flip it right back up. And then, just, yeah.
ECH doesn't care about shit. That's all I know.
BCH.
It hasn't dipped at all. It just keeps ripping and ripping and ripping.
So like, let's try. Yeah, I'm really liking my soul longs though. Like I will keep my soul longs 6-3.
Dude, it held the 786 to the tick today.
Oh, sleepy guy. Show me.
Soul tapped the 786 of that OTE range and like to the tick.
See, I'm liking soul. Like with the animal and everything, it's I think it's a lovely setup of this range.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or I had it around the 4 hour. I measured up one.
Okay,
that
right
next low.
This right here. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. See. And the animal still playing out nicely. It's had probably the best displacement candle right there. I mean, we are below that fair value gap, but the way that we did not retrace this whole candle is what's making me like it a little bit more. Like on Jupe right there, right? We retraced that whole candle pretty much. On FET, that's absolutely disgusting too. We retraced that whole candle with that one move, closed that fair value gap. The fact that Soul is holding it, I'm liking that. Where were we? Bonky. Sorry, let me keep this on FET. Let me go right there. Bonk. See, bonky, bonk. Bum, beat 'em.
You don't have to pull it up right now, but I'm just saying it so I don't forget. That MDB had a nice daily reversal.
MDB.
Remember we were looking at that cascading fucking sell into OTE.
Yeah. Oh, it's not on perp.
The stock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go look over here.
And I finally got my Dell fucking rip.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that one back. MDB, yeah, this like little song, yeah, that sweep right there, 705, pretty close to it. We got our Indy light and green, so that one looks good. Let me go through some of these and see if I got any orders sitting here. Bonk can come down to 786. Wouldn't mind that. Popcat 705 tap with this previous day right there, 2792. I'll take that. Bobcat. Already have an order there. Okay, cool. Vet. See if you have any sitting orders on Vet. Nothing on Vet. But Vet can come down. It's held that 786, maybe previous day low. Maybe it wants to even tap this right there. So we'll add a little alert on that. Myria, whatever. MTN Prom. Prom on phase 2. Prom actually pumped today. Prom might break this. Let's see. Horka, SKU, SD Big, SDG Cetus, Rune. Yeah, like a lot of this is just grinding down through those pumps. So almost like they're setting this up for an even bigger ribber. Super Zeta. Beat 'em. Oh, damn. 192 people. Damn, let's go. Holy shit. That's insane. Let's go, y'all. ALT. Oh, my God. Holy shit. Look at whenever Mr. Hayes is back, he's gonna need to take a look at ALT, right? Dude, what the fuck? Like this shtick candle, then little fucking consolidation continuation up. It's almost like just fucking slap it and hold on if you really want to ride. Like
What
this.
did I just come back, dude?
Look at ALT. Like look at this shit. That pump through all of this shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then it held all of this, and now it's continuing.
Did it come back to
up.
OTE off that pump? If you draw bottom to that wick on the lower time frame.
A moment of love. Yeah, it seems like 705. Yeah.
Yeah, drop. Yeah, that's fire.
That's insane. Damn. Well, this one keeps on pumping. 9% already on the day. Seems like, right, like everything on all of those other names, it seems like that's what they're setting up, especially on some of those weekly time frames. Like, not saying it will happen, but it certainly fucking feels like that's what they're setting up, right? This little grind down. So then next candle that goes up is just going to be an absolute fucking shtick. Right? We got 125 peeps in this fucking house. Let's go. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Appreciate y'all.
Oh yeah, that's super good for a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, let's go.
I like that.
Render almost doesn't look bad. Thank you, Crack. Appreciate you too for being in here, and World always. This guy's nonstop chiller in here. ALG, HNT, AXS. AXS almost seems like it wants another little sweep. ACH, boom. ICP. Yeah. See, ICP, I would I would absolutely love it with a sweep of previous day low and a formation of a wick. I feel like that would give me the best conviction for upside on that one.
Sure.
MTL LTC. LTC does not look terrible. LTC IOTA. Yeah, almost. When did they do this kind of fucking thing? Like I mean, okay, they can do this, right? They've done this right here. So if we had the same move, then it could technically go just off of this candle right here. With that sweep of 786 tap on IOTA, KSM, Jasmine, Near, Crow, Sui.
Like Pepe still.
Barely swept that. Honestly, I would not mind smacking some Suis either. If they just make all of these just a giant wick. Tapped into our OB on the monthly here too. Yeah, Sui can be the name that goes here soon. Right? Like similar weekly setup as that MLT play. I feel like this one would be good if we wanted to get a little something. So okay, Sui's another one.
I like Pepe.
Sui, let me write that down. Sui Zawi Maker almost wants it again. Previous day low sweep can get it. Cello Avax got a little bit lower. Let's see if we adjust our animal a little bit. Wouldn't be bad. Previous day equal rejection so far. So I want to see if they give it up a little bit. AAVE. Pepe. Let's take a gander here. PP. Pepe, yeah. 786 or 705 hold right there. Of that whole weekly for actually, oh yeah. That's the range that I was gonna measure. Yeah, hold right there of that 705. That's beautiful. Like that hold. See if it continues. Or if it gets above that previous day equal, I think you can really get pushing there, get sturdy. I like the structure on the 4 hour. The fact how we swept this on the 4 hour. Because a lot of those, or some of those names, are not a lot of those, but some of those names are opening up and they have no manipulation to the downside, so it's kind of screaming a little bit of a retrace. Fair value gap held on that.
Maybe an inverse of that 4 hour, that big 4 hour it's in right now.
Of this one?
Yeah, that'd be like a decent confirmation.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's put
that
this
50% tap.
Add alert. Let's do crossing, whichever way. It's not gonna cross down. It's gonna cross up only. From here, okay. Pepe XRP. I also want to take a look at XRP. XRP gave us this huge pump right there on that daily. Now, not so hot anymore. But it held this yearly nicely. Held the CISD nicely. Rejected this shit over here, this fair value gap. So I don't know. There's definitely a few good names that don't look terrible. Like CRV and Sui probably look best. CRV, Sui, Vet. I want to see. Totoro. Who's Totoro? Hello, Totoro.
Yeah, Crack. Thanks for sharing, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Big shout out to Mr. Crack. Dude, yeah, this is fucking nutty. Let's go 143 peeps in this house. It's insane. That is insanity. Rats. What else we got here? Scan through
That
some of
quant
these.
boost.
Yeah. The Mr. Quant in the house.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick to just trading just Bitcoin scalps for now until this all clears up.
Yeah. Crack. Also, if you do want to join us on voice at some point, let us know. Maybe we can get you on the next live stream. We're typically in the Discord, just in a little separate channel for lives. Let us know. Be willing to explore something like that. Be cool. FLM versus XVS. XVS. Look at that one. Look at the structure on the daily on that. This is almost like, this is what I would love to see on like some of those other names, right? We got that not OTE, but we got this displacement leg, right? So pump up, retrace down. Now we are above that. We got the daily CISD. We're at the 200. So I feel like this could be a good one too. XVS. I don't know if you've ever traded that one, but take a gander.
I have not. I would want to see. I'd want to see that daily CISD hold.
Yeah.
And not dig too far deep.
Mm-hmm. So keep that one on our watch. XVS, BNB, Bitcoin, UXC. See what other ones look good on the daily here. Gods. What is this one? XRP. Yeah, XRP broke above this. That's what we also were talking about. Like, it broke above this. It's kind of consolidating over here. Kept on rejecting this 200 though. It's the only beef with it right now. Level, Dash, Atom, Power, Cyberbat.
You know what's crazy? ETH still never closed under that bearish CISD level on the daily. It closed right on it.
Yeah. That's same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin keeps holding its monthly.
It will not close under that.
Bitcoin, like, look at Bitcoin. Ever
Yep.
since it got above it, it's just been, we've seen wicks, we've seen whatever, but everything but a close below it with displacement. So
Yeah,
what's
if
that
ETH loses that, then my
PO?
PO3 plays out.
Yeah, what's that PO1 you were talking about? Portal?
Mm-mm.
Or it was OP. It was OP.
Or no. Oh yeah, OP.
OPUSD.
Or there's Poly.
Poly. Okay, hell yeah. Maybe
POL.
Polygon. Okay.
I haven't looked at that one in a second though.
Like, this one's coming into that little OT over here on this huge range. Well, technically, maybe we'll take this range. Actually, right there, 786. TOTE.
There's like, market's dead tonight.
Yeah, everybody's in the shelters, dude.
Everyone's just waiting for something. I guess that's FOMC.
Yeah. I think FOMC is really just gonna either make or break the market.
PPPA.
Yep. Pre-Powell price action, or also commonly known as PPF, pre-Powell fuckery. So make sure you're staying aware of that tomorrow when you're trading the morning session. As typically they'll probably move it right before the market opens, and then market opens, they'll do one move, and then after that, it's like a fucking hands-off environment until Powell comes on and yaps about some shit. Ooh, LPT. This one doesn't look bad. Below the 200 is a little iffy, but structure-wise, in terms of what we saw on other coins, I think we can see possibly a solid move to the upside. LPT, UMA. It's like, do you risk it? Scandals, yeah, those scandals are crazy. Look at UMA. Daily doesn't look bad. Weekly, still a little bit of an inside of this previous week right there. Huh. See what she can get to.
Color tie we thinking for tomorrow?
What time? Oh, what color tie?
Yeah.
I'm thinking he might rock a blue one tomorrow.
Blue?
Yeah, FOMC or Iranian nukes, we'll find out. Yeah, which they said, dude. They said they're supposedly supposed to launch them here in the next hour. You'll find out, or in the next few hours, bro. It's been few hours. What's going on?
And the video of him stroking the nuke is crazy.
Yeah. Who's in charge of the Iranian media channels? Who the fuck is in charge of their fucking media management? Like, who came up with that? Yeah, Cap, literally. Fucking, it's insane. What else could they be capping about?
Please vote in my poll.
Did you make a poll of what we're gonna get? Yeah, go check out his VO what color tie. Okay, blue. I'm saying blue. Papa Powell. Right. Speaking of Cap, actually, once the stream gets to 500 viewers, guys, once we get a nice viewership going, we'll give away a nice little cap or a t-shirt. I have 2 in my closet. I'll wear it for the next stream. But come and hang out. Come check it out. Huge shout out to Crack for giving us some love, showing us some love. Big shout out to World, always being in here. Homies. So what it's all about. It's the community that we're trying to grow inside Paper Traders. Make sure you guys check it out. Umu Ethereum, yeah. That's ETHW. Spell back on core. Can see QNC on flow. Yeah, it's kind of like everything's in this little area where it's like, dude, if they don't hold, then it's gonna be a drop, and if they do, and we get good news, then it's gonna be a fucking ripper. It's just a matter of fucking time at this point, man. It's can't fucking make this shit up. Let me see. Actually, hold up. Let's put the historical price projection volume right there. Like, decreasing volume on some of these cells is a little, right? It's like, okay, it's tipping the hat a little bit of like, all right, we can possibly see a move to the upside. Let me put the crack indicator on here. Oh my god, fuck off. 10 fucking whatever. Spaceman, CIST Neo. I don't need that. I got your CIST level on there. There you go. Okay. Why did it copy the same fucking indicator on there? Liquidity. There you go. Sweet crack. Look at that sell right there, though. Look at every fucking top. It's gold. Mr. Crack indicator. Every bottom it's gold right there. Look at that. It's insane. Make sure you guys if you guys have not yet checked that indicator out, check it out. Where is it? I think it's in, Crack, it's in your description, right?
In its bio.
Yeah. Check it out. Go check out Mr. Crack. Crack_trading. Check his bio, wap.com/c/crack libraries. You'll find this indicator. It's phenomenal. Works across any stock, any crypto, any indice, whatever you're trading, right? It's perfect. So let's see here, like on the daily too, dude. That's insanity. That's fucking beautiful. It's pinned on his profile. Yeah, go check it out. How to use the indicator properly? For me, at least what I've found best, is looking at it with liquidity sweeps. So like right here is we have a nice liquidity sweep, right? We see a lack of displacement. Oh yes, Shane, thank you for sharing that link. So we see a lack of displacement above this liquidity, which is probably indicating that we got some selling pressure coming in. This is showing us that we have selling pressure coming in, and then look at what follows afterwards. Nice little sell right there. Same thing over here, liquidity sweep, and that's to the upside or to the downside. Over here, you can take this blunt candle liquidity right there, swept that, held above it, right? So it's looking either at the bottom, if we sweep liquidity and we hold above it and don't displace below it, right? That gives us a nice little continuation up. And then at the tops, if we sweep liquidity and we don't displace above those liquidities, then it's very likely to continue to the downside. That's like the same thing that we saw over here, right? Every time we swept something right here on NQ, liquidity sweep right here, our indicator lights up green, our VIX fix goes green. We got the liquidity coming in right there, so, or the volume, whatever you want to say, liquidity, volume, pretty much same fucking shit in my opinion. But sweep of liquidities and seeing the volume pouring in for that opposite side. So this was buy side liquidity, that buy side or sell side, I don't know, whatever, liquidity. Sweep of liquidity, lack of displacement below it, continuation up. Right here, sweep of liquidity, right? Lack of displacement above it. We don't see any bodies closing above that. We see that indicator mark as the top, and then continuation down right there. Sweep of liquidity again right here, right? No displacement below it. We get a green light from the crack indicator, continuation up. Same thing over here, sweep of this liquidity right there, which we've indicated when we started the live stream. Sweep of liquidity, lack of displacement, right? We see zero displacement. Then we also see this right here, this tiny little sweep, right? The tiniest little sweep right there on the 15-minute. Sweep that, we get our red indicator going, volume pouring in. We also have that broadening formation top. Look at that sell that follows. That is how I'm using it. And correct me if I'm wrong. If that's the intention of it, then and I hope that's I hope we got it right. Hope we explained it for you, Totoro.
You can tweak all the settings to like the pivot point strengths, the candles needed for validation, like the volume threshold, like all that can be changed.
It just got adjusted to yesterday, or updated. Drop the update on it. So there's so much customization that you can do to this, right? You can change the line status, candles for validation, and everything gives you an explanation of what each thing will change, right? A lot of times you see an indicator and it just says just a bunch of random shit you're clicking trying to find out what it does. This one actually explains to you, all right, this feature disables swept labels, right? I can put this on there. I can take it off, pivots, everything. Ooh, and to eat. Hells yeah.
Crack is also the GOAT for not making it monthly. Just the one time.
Seriously, dude. That is the biggest
one and
fucking
done.
thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah. $15 and you can literally pay off that shit in a single trade, right? If you took longs up on this liquidity sweep, took them to the top of London, knowing that it was a S&D, you probably... Oh my goodness, why can't I... Where's my fucking range measuring tool? Right there, right? Like, even if you just entered on the liquidity sweep, just trusting that it's S&D, and you took it to the top right there, that's 473 tickles. You got, if you're playing micros, right? Or minis, sorry, if you're, no. Yeah, micros. Micros is a smaller one. If you're playing like M and Q, then you got $200 right there on a single contract. That's, I can't times that amount on the $15, but you've made your money back. Basically, you're walking away with $175 in your fucking pocket. But at the end of the day, it's not really about the money. It's really just about the conviction that this indicator provides, right? You spent $15 and it's like, yeah, like exactly what you said. Yeah, paid for itself. It's fucking insane, especially watching those liquidity sweeps. For someone that has been trading liquidity sweeps and has been looking for volume, doesn't necessarily like looking at every single little volume, right? Little volume notch. This indicator is phenomenal, right? Like you can even see right there right? Even though it's a green candle right here, if you divided it up, I'm sure we saw a lot more selling pressure coming through on this candle than buying pressure. Hence our little liquidity right there, or volume pouring in, 12.924 million selling pressure. Look at the move that followed. So check it out. Link in the chat, link in Crack's description, link in Crack's. It's pinned on his page. Check him out. Super appreciative. Very thankful that we get to hang out with you. It's Crack, and this is just a random fucking coin, too. ETC. We can look at some more. Mask. All right, like look at this. Right, you might think, oh yeah, huge bump, and then look at the selling volume on each one of those notches right there, and the moves that follow afterwards. So maybe what we need to wait for here is another little volume just pouring in right there, and see where it goes. Let's look at this volume poured in to the upside. We saw a pump. Volume poured into the downside right at that 200. We see a nice sell. Volume poured up right there. We see a nice move up. Sweep of this liquidity right there. Sweep of this liquidity. Oh, pretty close. I'm sure if we were looking on like the actual Coinbase chart, we'd see it way better. Looking at the perp chart right now on.
Yeah, the displacement always follows.
Mm-hmm.
Helps you keep out of the noisy chop consolidation, it seems.
Yep, exactly. I have to just fucking add it across all my. See, boom, boom, right there. So yeah, look at this, right? We get our green, we get our pump, we get our sell right there, which just sweeps some liquidities right there. I think there was weeklies or 4 hours even. Yeah, look at that. 4 hour sweep right there. A little nice little continuation down. Same thing here, continuation down. We got our green, saw a pump up. So 4 hour across all the time frames, it gives great values, great convictions. Obviously, the higher the time frame, the bigger the conviction, right? That's why we always talk about the importance of time frames. Obviously, if you're looking on the 1 minute, yeah, you're gonna see a lot more like buys and sells coming through. But if you're just trading like a daily time frame, look at the amount of bottoms and tops it has caught. Bottom right there, top right here, top right there. I'm sure even over here, look at that tippity top, bottom, boom, boom.
Pull up the Coinbase chart on the hourly.
Coinbase, Bitcoin.
Yeah, go to hourly. Look at that top.
Yeah, that's insane. That right sweep of liquidity, another sweep of liquidity right there. No displacement above it. And guess what we get? We get displacement to the downside from it. Get displacement to the downside, retrace a little bit into there, continuation down. So check it out for yourselves, guys. Check it out. It's honestly the best $15 you'll ever spend. It's not some shitty little fucking frappuccino with 20 pumps of fucking bullshit and some whipped cream and a cherry on top, right? That you're paying for. That's probably two shitty drink orders at a place that we shall not speak of for whatever purposes, all right? But that's two shitty drinks, and you get an awesome indicator. Go ahead.
You just have to frame it with context. That's it. And it's like that indicator jumped out to me when I first found Crack on Twitter because I've always traded the turtle soups and the swing failure pivots. And that's basically, it's just pretty much showing swing failure pivots with volume on top of it. And I love that so much.
Yeah. And once you showed it to me too, I was like, dude, okay, this actually lines up very well with how I trade too. Because I like to trade those sweeps, especially like for short sweeps, dude, it's fucking phenomenal. Because short sweeps, they always see a lot of fucking pressure on those. It's a phenomenal one. That can buy 50 more shitty drinks. Exactly, dude. Exactly. If you wanna up your shitty drink game, check out the Crack indicator. Now you can add even more shitty stuff to your drink. You can fucking add a pump of caramel on there and fucking add the mocha drizzle on top too. And then you can sit there and fucking trade in the lobby. Compounding drinks, literally. Neo, to see one. Bell. Let's see, we got a few. Yeah, I think I like the name selection that we've had. Obviously, we'll just keep an eye on this. Probably not taking any more trades tonight. Waiting on something to happen. We don't know what. Either Powell nukes the market or Iran nukes Israel. One of those.
What do you mean probably not? Asking for a friend?
Probably not.
Probably not taking anymore.
Probably not taking any more trades. I'm waiting to see if they sweep those daily fucking daily bottoms, dude. If they sweep daily bottoms, I might have more conviction for longs. But while we're inside these daily candles, I'm not gonna take anything else from what I already have, which is just a nice little sol long and maybe a fetch short. But that's about it. That's all I got. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, let's see how tomorrow plays out.
Yeah.
Whatever Ty think gets the least amount of votes, I feel like he's gonna come out with that one. So as of now, it's probably gonna be green.
I don't think we've ever seen a Powell with green tie.
I don't even know what that means. He likes his purple. I like my purple too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jerome Powell. Tie colors. Yeah, it seems like he loves that purple tie. He has a nice little blue one. He has a red one.
Red's bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
Purple is like, okay, he's going to say some dovish stuff. He's going to say some fucking whatever the opposite of dovish is.
Repeat himself.
Yeah. He's got a cool little checkered purple scarf. Or not scarf, fucking tie. Yeah, let's see. Place your bets. Place your bets. Let's see what happens. It definitely ties into the market and how it plays out. Let's see here. Yeah, Uni still seeing a little bit of consolidation. I might wait for a nice little green on that. Honestly, maybe that's what I'll just start fucking doing. Wait for that to go green. Like every time we had that, our VIX fix 2 lit up green on those dailies. Then that gave us absolute fucking insane runs. Might just have to wait on that. Wait. Doesn't this one can't this one send alerts to you? Enable. Input the status line. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah, let's see how these play out. Uni was good until it wasn't. Uni saw a nice pump into this volume imbalance right there, or fair value gap. Seeing a little bit of retrace down. Maybe tap at this 200 and then it can go. So Uni possibly look into this right there with a retrace into this OTE. Look at those flat tops though. That's that could be good. Sweep a previous day low and then see what they want to do from there. I think on a lot of these names, because the sweep of the previous day low gives us that manipulation to the downside. What's she be doing? SEI, SUI, APT, yeah. Let's take a look at those, and then we'll call it night here. SEI. Shane was looking at this one. He really liked this one, right? SEI. Have it.
Yep.
Yeah, like the 12-hour, I like the fact that we swept the bottom of this right here, and the way this wick is looking, right there. Swept that. So that almost looks good to me.
And look how we held that 4-hour bear open. That last bearish candle
On the
on the
4 hour.
4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh
that
yeah, I
right
like
there,
that.
clean.
Even hourly CISD, hourly crack going off. We got this right there. Yeah, this is a nice one. FVG right
4-hour
there.
outside candle, almost.
Yeah,
Could go outside.
pretty close to it. We just want to see what happens once it goes outside that candle. So maybe I'll take some.
I can see that getting that CISD from there, though. That just looks like nice for a reversal.
Yeah. Yep. This one looks good. And 4 hour and that hourly. I mean, hourly crack pop.
Crack pop. Gee.
Crack pop.
Crack pop.
Crack pop. Crack is telling this can go on the hourly time frame. Let's see, maybe at least the previous day high. Wouldn't be bad if they want to outside it the other way. Previous day high, or even like if they get that CISD, that this one will get Sendy. A huge OT. I think it's in that weekly. Oh yeah, it's way in the weekly OT. If they reverse it back above this previous weekly low right there, the stuff that says PDL, that's actually previous weekly low. So if it can get above that previous weekly low, I think this can really go right there, which is another indicator that's coded by Mr. Hayes right there. This right here is our previous weekly low. So above 01704, we can see something. All right, let's see Sui. I think I wrote down Sui on my list too. Yeah, Sui. I would love Sui to. Okay, it has swept the bottom of this right there already, so it's not bad. I would just love maybe one more little sweep, like break this triangle that they're forming out right now on the hourly, or whatever wedge you want to, whatever you want to call this thing, right? Break below it right here, sweep that previous day low, and then continuation up from there. That's what I would look for on Sui. Personally, if you feel confident taking some longs from here, by all means, right? Adjust your risk accordingly, put your stop accordingly where you feel like, okay, this can come down, right, and not invalidate me, even if it does come down. I'll wait for previous day low sweep. If it comes down to it, it comes down to it. If not, then not. Put my alert on there, and then we wait. And then APT. Go look, Dodoro. I feel like similar thing here on the daily, right? It can either push up from here if it keeps on holding the bottom or the close of this previous day right there at 4438, or it can give us another little push to the downside, sweep some of these liquidities, and then go. So sweep previous weekly lows and then go, just because the way this weekly's looking, which actually, hold on. Reserve 50 right there. I guess if you really want to make it like a scenario for bull, it is holding the wick 50% right there, right? On the daily, we're holding that. So actually, it doesn't look terrible from here. You can just adjust accordingly. Obviously on this. Still below the 200, so that's the only concern. See, crack has popped off. Crack has given us short right there. Hasn't given us a long on the hourly yet. So I think a lot of these are waiting on those liquidity sweeps, on those bigger liquidity sweeps, to wait for some of that volume to pour in for the upside moves. So I would just stay vigilant, stay patient here, and wait for those liquidity sweeps, because they happen more times than not. Just a matter of patience. But I think that'll do it. Unless anybody else got any questions, I'll answer them up. Type them in the chat box if you got anything. If not, you can always tag us if you're watching this a little later. You can tag us. You can comment down below the stream. You can DM us, whatever you want to do. we're here to answer. We're here to help you guys out. We appreciate a whole 250 of y'all showing up, showing out. It's fucking huge. We're halfway to our goal for the giveaway. So if we get, like I said, 500 peeps, we'll give away a little hat. We'll give away a shirt, whichever one you want to do. If we get Hayes to 3,000 followers, we'll give away a free lifetime membership. If we get me to 1,000 followers, we'll do the same thing. You can check out that post on my page. It's pinned to the top. As always, make sure you guys check out www.papertraders.io. That's the go-to website for anything paper traders related. Check out the community. Come hang out. You can do view past streams. That button will take you straight to our YouTube channel, to the playlist with all the previously done live streams. So check our track record, see how we've done in the past. We got 4 free tools for you on there: Trader Log, ICT Trainer, Risk Calculator, Candle Creator. Play around with those. Love the Trader Log. It's a phenomenal free journaling tool, right? If you prefer pen and paper, by all means. If you like it digital, then you can totally keep it digital too, right? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with pen and paper. Pen and paper does provide some nice, whatever, hand to brain, whatever it's called, that movement of memory, right? Makes you remember things a little bit more. Always go back and review your journals. That's how we learn, right? We learn from our mistakes. So mistakes are learning opportunities in this market. So make sure if you're making those mistakes, you're writing them down and converting them into learning opportunities, asking yourself questions that are appropriate to the situation of like, well, what happened here and how can I correct it, right? A little bit off topic, but whatever. On there, so to trade these per pairs, we are using Blowfin. As you saw, the Coinbase wick, it's not the best. Blowfin will never do that to you. So come check out www.papertraders.io and use that link to sign up for Blowfin. You get a nice little initial deposit bonus. You can also use the code HASTE or code EDDIE. We have the links in our descriptions as well. So make sure you guys are checking that out. Come hang out. Check out the Discord. We got a weekly sub for $9.99. I think we offer a little free trial. If you want to do a lifetime, you can enter the giveaways. Get Hayes to 3,000. Get me to 1,000 followers. You can also check out for a month, right? It's a great community. We don't do alerts, guys. We provide you guys with charts, what we see, how we trade. We want you to learn. We don't want you to just be there, sitting there taking alerts. We're not on live all day, every fucking day, right? Because we don't believe in that. Trading is about freedom, right? It's not about staring at charts all day. We trade in the morning. We fuck off. We still provide value, but if you're looking for a Discord with alerts and everything, check some other place. Check elsewhere. But if you like just watching price action and hanging out with us, these live streams are always a great option. So make sure you guys are tuning in. If you enjoy them, give it a like, give it a share. We always appreciate that love. Huge shout out to Crack for giving us a little shout. 260 viewers is absolutely fucking nuts. Unimaginable fucking number. I don't even know what we'll do. Yeah, thank you, dude. Like you said, 500 peeps in this house. We'll do a giveaway for some merch, some cool stuff. Maybe we'll send one to Crack too, just because he's an awesome fucking fella. Like we said, we mentioned his indicator. Make sure you guys go give him a follow. Go check out his indicator. It's a great tool to add conviction to your trades, whether you're trading short, whether you're trading long. But if you are a liquidity and volume trader, I would say that's the shit. That's the best way. That's the best wording I got for now. It's yeah, you guys saw the little examples that we provided. If you want to see more of it, we can totally do a live stream just purely looking through charts and seeing how many times this has gone. We can look through all the different time frames and show you guys that no matter the asset, this indicator goes. Okay, so make sure you check out Crack_trading. Phenomenal guy. Big shout out to him for coding, locking in on these, pushing updates. Just endlessly providing value, right? Similar to what we do. It's like attracts like. We believe in that a lot.
Maybe.
Oh, go ahead.
Maybe if we get him on here too, he can talk about it with us too.
Yes, totally.
That'd
Maybe
be
we'll
dope.
probably. I'm trying to think. I can't do tomorrow because I got a fucking late night. I'm here. I'll be here all morning though. But tomorrow's a late night counting inventory.
Pretty good.
What about Thursday? Thursday, Crack. Let's link up on Thursday. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's get you on this live stream on Thursday, if you are free, of course. But on that note, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for everybody for showing up and showing out. As always, we appreciate you. Love all of the support. Give it a like, give it a share. Make sure you get at Hayes Beats a huge follow. Let's get them to 3K, like we said. Make sure you check out at the Paper Traders. That's the best way to stay updated with what's going on inside the community and what we are doing inside Paper Traders. Other than that, that will do it. We'll be here tomorrow morning. We'll be doing a nice little pre-market analysis coverage. So come hang out. Come check it out. Yeah, truly is a fun stream. Thanks, Crack. All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah, thanks for